Welcome back, guys. Our Manchester United friends. We love you, Buana. Yeah, it's been long, but we are here. We are here, Buana. I hear your centre backs are all injured. Hey, how will you survive with Maguire? Harry Maguire. Anyway, guys, welcome to the Ballport Football Show. My name is Calvin.
My name is Danzuki. My name is Emmanuel.
And now the top four race is very hot. I don't even know which part to touch first. To Guze Newcastle, to Guze Manu, to Guze Tottenham. I think let's talk about Newcastle because man, they battered somebody in the weekend. I don't know. Do you think Newcastle have already taken this top four thing? They battered Tottenham. I think the opponents for the top four, 5-0 in the first 20 minutes. Personally, I think Newcastle are in top four. They play Champions League next season. I don't think there is any team that can stop them. They are good defensively, solidly, so, and I think they deserve it. So, I actually think they finished number 3 ahead of Manchester United. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts. Quickly.
I think Newcastle is the only thing they're fighting for, and with their form, they'll finish number 3 ahead of United.
Yeah, I also agree. I think that's why they're actually preparing for some massive, I don't know, some massive transfers because I mean they might have to play Champions League football, which will require some depth. But I actually think they have some depth. They just need to sign 2 players, 3 players, and then be okay. So yeah, for now, so far so good. They are there, but again, we'll see what happens. This is football, eh?
Yeah, so this is football. Anyway, so Manchester United fans might be asking, why do we think that Newcastle will finish above them? I think it's very simple. They lack the centre backs. With Martinez and possibly Martinez out for the season and Varane out for several games, it's going to be hard for them to maintain the same levels and standards they are used to playing. We saw it. They went to Sevilla and they were battered. Sorry to say, but it's the truth. You were battered. But yeah, and now you're going to be playing Tottenham. I think that can either put the nail in the coffin for Tottenham to decide whether Tottenham will be completely out of the top four and ensure that Manchester United have a stronghold, or give Tottenham a lifeline to see if they can fight for that top four. So I think first of all, Tottenham are a shambles. I don't know if you can say 30 seconds about Tottenham. How do you? I don't think there is any team that fires an interim coach. How do you have an interim coach and fire an interim coach, and then hire another interim coach, and you do not even know who you are going to hire at the end of the season? I think this is something that only Chelsea can do, and that one. But I don't know. Tottenham are a shambles, banner. Do they make top four?
Sadly, no, I don't see them making top 4. They might get a win tomorrow against United, but again, I don't see them making it to the top 4.
Well, so the Tottenham as a team, I think they don't have enough structures, and they lack so much. Since the days of Pochettino, I think actually Tottenham, the best thing they would have done is let Pochettino do the thing that he was trying to do, and give him the support that they gave Conte in signing the additional players. Probably because I think he actually took them to a UCL final, which not so many coaches right now can actually do that with the current squad. And yeah, but for now, I think they are taking so much backward steps, and I'm actually thinking Harry Kane is leaving, and that would be a little bit of a dent because Harry Kane scores out of nowhere and they get points. But yeah, for now they're not gonna make it to the top 4.
I think I agree. One, Hurricane is their team and their whole attack. If he goes, too bad for them. And Bayern are looking for a striker. So I think we have our answer there. I think he goes to Bayern because all the other teams are stacked.
Manchester United.
I don't think he stays in England. He loves Tottenham too much. I doubt he stays in England. Highly unlikely possible, but highly unlikely.
That out, though.
Okay, yeah, you can.
Yeah, because I actually saw Fabrizio speaking about a potential move for Manchester United and Hurricane deal. So that was like yesterday. So in case you're doubting, then you do not know how much the wages of Kane could be if he goes to Manchester United. So
Anyway, you have no idea. Let's wait and see. What I think, just to mention, because we're talking about top four, there are teams that have a shout for the top four. I think we can talk about Aston Villa and Liverpool. First of all, Aston Villa, I think Unai Emery is the coach for the mid-table clubs. He knows how to handle a mid-table club where he has the small players who do not have too much of an ego, who can run, who can fight. He struggled elsewhere where he had big players. So I think he's the king of the mid-table. Does he make the push for top four? I don't think he has enough to topple Manchester United for the top four. He might try and fight it, but I don't think he has enough. I think I can just do all the three and then we can all, so that we can finish it. I think Liverpool are the other team. They're just catching fire at the right time. Is it enough? I don't think so. I think actually the reason Liverpool are catching fire at the right time is Klopp has evolved. He's now playing inverted fullback, and Trent is now looking like, again, one of the best fullbacks around, because he can now look for the runs and not have to defend as much in transition. So good for him, and Klopp is evolved. Maybe might it be enough for Champions League? I don't think so. I think they play Europa League. I think it's going to be too bad for them, but it is what it is. Brighton and another team who are trying to force their way into the top four. Not really good enough, because I think Manchester United are already too far ahead to actually, even if they will lose points, I don't think they will lose enough points for them not to make top four. So Brighton might just stage it for the Europa, but it's going to be difficult. I don't know. Let's just wait and see who goes where and who plays. I think it's going to be interesting. What do you think? Huh?
Let me start it from Brighton and Manchester United fighting for the top four. Actually, I'm just looking at the table, and Brighton have like 2 games in hand to play. If they win all games, they revive their chances of winning, of getting the top four. I think if there's any surprise team you're looking at in the top four is Brighton. And on that note, if Manchester is their only hurdle, then they're playing Manchester over the weekend, and the Manchester will be playing at Brighton. So if Brighton wins against Manchester, then they might really have now, shout for the top four. I think for Tottenham, I don't see them making it to the top four. I think things are really bad at them. Aston Villa, they'll make it to Europe football, but not Champions League. Liverpool, I think, they're getting their form, but I think it's a little bit too late for them. With how the rest of the Premier League teams are playing, I think this is the time where any team can win. We're seeing relegation teams now are really fighting for points. So we can say this is the time where every team now is showing their strength. Liverpool might be getting their form, but also other teams are really good. So team to look for me will be Brighton in the top four.
yeah, I actually think we cannot rule Brighton with the next. I think now they have probably the next 9 games to play. That's quite a massive amount of points there to get. And also, I am thinking in the way they played and how they pushed Manchester United, they actually have a chance as regards to how they are playing. I actually like their style of play. Maybe because they are more attacking and they're more they risk a lot and they know how to do it. But for Liverpool, I think the injuries of Jota and maybe now Diaz is making it a little bit easier for them to convert goals. And again, like Kevin said, Trent is playing as an inverted, yeah, fullback, which makes it so easy for them to do this. But anyway, based on whatever I am seeing, it might not be possible. It might be too late for them to get there because I'm actually thinking Man United may get some extra points, or Brighton might actually get some extra points and make it hard for them. Because I mean, Liverpool are a good side, but are they good enough this season? I think no. And also the other one was Newcastle. Newcastle have cemented. Which one? Aston Villa, right? Aston Villa are actually getting points every game, which is a good sign. But I think they'll end up in the Europa. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all have almost the same lineup of the Europa and the Champions League, but it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. And very interesting, very interesting. Is there anything to talk about in the top four? Did you talk about the Manchester United Tottenham game? I think we can now talk about that one. Where is it going to be played? Is it at Old Trafford or away? I'm not really sure.
Away. They'll be away.
Who will be away?
Man United will be away.
Ha, okay. So just the United one. Anyway, what do I say? I think one, Tottenham need to be fired up. You cannot be 5-0 in a Premier League match. I think they even reimbursed the fans who had tickets for that game. They were paid back their money because it was embarrassing. Cannot go 5-0 down at halftime. Not at halftime, within 20 minutes. Tottenham will be at home. The fans will be fired up. They have a new coach, so I think it's going to be difficult for Manchester United to predict what Tottenham will play. Having said all that, I think it's going to be a very tight game, and I think it ends in a draw because Manchester United are not that easy to beat, and Tottenham will be fighting for their lives. So I don't think they will accept to lose. So very interesting, but I think a draw will be a fair result for both teams. And yeah, I think for Manchester United it will be a good thing because considering all the games they've been playing, a draw is not that bad. It keeps them, it keeps their gap with Tottenham the same, and with our game less. So interesting. What do you think of the game?
For me, I'll predict a draw. Maybe a 2-2 draw. I think Man United are suffering from the defense, and Tottenham have players who get a good chance they'll score, the likes of Son and Harry Kane. Yeah, but I'm very interested to see how this game will go because I think for the next coming few games, and United have a lot to do to cement their chances in the top four because before they play Brighton, they'll play Aston Villa.
Well, okay.
So it means they have to get all 3 points all 9 points out of the 3 games to cement their position. But anyway, guys, stay tuned to Ballpod. We'll keep you updated on this top 4 race.
Yeah. So well, I actually think Manu will win, but on one condition that Maguire does not play. Otherwise, yeah, because honestly, it's somehow you cannot blame Maguire over the goals. He does not score willingly, but somehow he sometimes he succumbs to the pressure. Sometimes he gets on a loose ball that is directed towards him, and he just finds it on the net, maybe because of his size. But honestly speaking, I think Ten Hag will be will be wise enough not to play him, and they will be able to pull a result because I do not see them. I do not see Tottenham in a very good shape right now, in terms of their structure, and maybe the fact that a new coach is coming, he will not have much pressure to win the game, and so that will make it quite a match. And again, I just think maybe Rashford will be able to score, and like if you watch the game over the weekend, you realized how hard it is to break the Man United defense, without Maguire, that is. So yeah, so I think for me it's a win for United, but a very narrow win. So yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so tell us your predictions for the top 4. It's going to be a very interesting fight. I think it's an interesting fight everywhere this season in the Premier League. Very interesting. But tell us in the comments, what do you think? Top 4, kunaenda aje? Manu, where are they going to finish? Top 3, top 4? Let us know. That's all from us, the Ballpod. More to come. Siende mbali, you can watch the next episode. And let's continue the conversation. Till next episode, guys.
Yeah, guys.